I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another review. This is a Patreon review, this time for Dalton. If anyone's ever interested in requesting reviews or re-reviews or any other type of videos, kind of like this one here, feel free to request it either directly via my PayPal or feel free to join me on my Patreon. The links are down below in the info box. If not, no worries, but if so, thank you so much. And this will be a different video because Dalton wanted my thoughts on not really a movie but of an edit of a movie. Someone named Cole Edits did a version of Rob Zombie's Halloween where he edited that, took like an hour of that film, well, a little bit more than an hour, and then a little bit of chunk of Halloween 2, and then put them together. People who know my channel know I don't like Rob Zombie's movies. And they also know I fucking hate Rob Zombie's Halloween films. And I ranted on them. They're still on the channel. I stand by every word I said. They're piece of shit. Foot, motherfuck, foot. That's 80% dialogue. Redneck, trailer trash, fuck sticks. You want to make Michael Myers realistic? Did he have a realistic background? All crazy shit happened. He killed animals and he got bullied in school and then he had a shitty home life. Like, yeah, put every fucking cliche in the book. So you want to explain how he became psycho, but then you want to make things real, but then he doesn't die from bullets, so it's not real. So you can't make up his fucking mind. Yeah, cast your fucking wife and everything. I already did the rants on those movies. Now what about the edit? Part of me is like, you can't polish a turd. You can take a piece of shit, you put cheese and salt and whatever you want on it, it still don't taste like shit. I will say though, I recommend people giving this a watch. And it's for free on YouTube. I'll leave the link down below. Mike OCP, Efrey, anyone else, if I remember. Because even if you don't like it, it's very interesting. It's very interesting. And I will say, if this was the film that came out, I still would have thought it, this is not needed. But it would not be an abomination. Because what the editor did, he took out most of that Rob Zombie dialogue, which was a big plus. He took out all this stuff that made Loomis unlikable. I don't know if it's me, but the Miramax Dimension logo was orange in this edit. Is that how it was in Rob Zombie's film? Shows how much I remember. The music. This has to be all new music. Because the music very much like Halloween. The opening, they cut out a lot of that stuff from the beginning. With the kid killing the animals, the bullied at school. The William Forsythe is completely cut out of it. And I thought he did a pretty good job editing that and having it make sense. Which shows you didn't need that shit. Now, I will say, to play devil's advocate, what the guy did do was make it more of a carbon copy of the original film. So people could look at it as like, well, what, you just want the same thing? Rob Zombie tried to do something different, and it failed. You do something different? I like the Child's Play remake, which a lot of people hate. I know, like, what, Angry Joe, he did, what, 3 out of 10? Yeah, Dave, Men in Black International, 7 out of 10. Okay, yeah, Men in Black International is a 7 out of 10 movie. Predator, The Predator, with lines like, fuck me with an aardvark, is a 7 out of 10. But Child's Play remake is a 3 out of 10. Okay, Angry Joe. I mean, granted, to be fair, that's his opinion. Of course, my opinion is just stick to video game reviews, not movie reviews, but I know that's mean. I'm just being honest. People will be honest about me. I could be honest about others. Fuck it. But, I mean, to be fair, it's his opinion. I don't have to agree with it. Just like, you know, people don't agree with me on Child's Play remake. People hate that. I liked it. To each their own. But that did something different. I really enjoyed that. House of Wax remake is very different from the original. I like that. House on Haunted Hill remake is different from the original. I like that movie. The Blob remake is very different from the original. I love the Blob remake much more than the original. The Fly remake is pretty different from the original. I love the Fly remake. But it's subjective. Yeah, Rob Zombie's Halloween was... I'm ready to puke thinking of Rob Zombie's movies. Including his Halloween films especially, which I think are his worst films. Yeah, he took something and made it shitty. That's how I viewed it. This one, it's sad that by making this a carbon copy of of the original film, it became a better movie than Rob Zombie's fan fiction version with his wife involved in it. I think that's pretty fucking sad that by making this more of a carbon copy, it became a better movie. I'm fine with difference. I'm the type of guy that I love Friday the 13th Part 2 and 3. I like the first Friday the 13th, but I like the sequels more. But at the same time, I like Jason Goes to Hell and Jason X, which are very different. I mean, I love Nightmare on Elm Street 1, but I also love 2, which is very different. And my favorite's 4, which, hell, you can say 4 is different from Part 1 in certain elements. I like Wes Craven's New Nightmare. I'm fine with stuff being different. But this is a subjective thing, whether it's done good or bad, and that's in the eye of the beholder. And here, I give credit to the editor by making the blues and the color mixing. He makes it much more blue at night, and cut out so many of the fucks, and so many of the William Forsythe cut out completely. All of the I'm sorry, the stuff with the kid in Rob Zombie's Halloween was not interesting to me. It just seemed like someone just took the most cliche elements you hear that someone became a serial killer, put each one of them, done, Michael Myers. He's every cliche. He killed animals and abused them. He was bullied at school. He had a shitty home life. Surprised he wasn't born under a fucking full moon. Maybe that'd be Rob Zombie's version of the Thorn cut. The Thorn bullshit. But I give credit where the editor, the fact that he took a lot of stuff out, but it still made sense. How he made certain scenes work better. Like the scene where the kid attacks the nurse. They didn't have the nurse just out of the blue being a fucking bitch. He overlaid that with music. And I really like the music in this. It's Halloween theme, but I've never heard this version of the Halloween music. So I don't know if it's some version he found or someone made it for him. I don't know. But I really like the musical score. And again, the color mixing, how it made it more blue. And the new intro. He made a new intro where it's a pumpkin that's crumbled and it slowly rises to a full pumpkin, fully standing. I thought that looked pretty good. I do like the fact that he chose when Michael escapes, it's not the fucking rape scene where some stupid idiot just brings in a woman and rapes, blah, blah, blah. It's instead kills most of the devil's rejects. And almost everybody who's in House of a Thousand Corpses. I would say this version of the film is tolerable. If I'm going to be fair. It's tolerable. I still don't care for Stout Taylor, Straight Outta Compton. I still don't know why Michael Myers has to be 10 feet tall. I mean, the guy can't do everything. The editor did a lot, but he can't fucking create actual magic. Ken Frey still gets killed in the shitter. But I think that he cut a bit of that out because he stands at the Michael Myers, it cuts away, then all cuts back and Ken Frey is dead. I swear in Rob Zombies we saw more of that struggle, so I guess a bit of that was cut out. Which was fine. It's definitely quicker paced. And like granted, it does feel more of a carbon copy of the original. But at the same time, it's improved. It improved on the visuals. The music is much better. The pacing is much better. You cut out a lot of horrible stuff, like the dialogue and the William Forsythe's redneck character, all that stuff. Making Loomis, you make Loomis likable, Malcolm McDowell's character liable by cutting out shit. Go figure. And you still have Brad Dourif in there. You still have Daniel Harris in there. The music has to be all redone, and it sounds much better. It's pretty much like an hour. I wrote this down. An hour and 16 minutes of the first film, and then the other's the second film. That, when it gets to the second film, and he's editing it in, that's when it's a little bit shaky. Because Loomis' character dies, because I know in one of the cuts of Rob Zombie's Halloween, Loomis dies. So he went with that. Then you have the paramedics tell that stupid joke that you didn't need in there. Then you have the hospital bit. Then she wakes up, because there was a nightmare. Like in Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, the whole Halloween hospital stuff was a nightmare. Then she has a scene with Margot Kidder, who's a psychiatrist. Then it cuts to Michael Myers kind of sitting down, like he's outside somewhere out there, I guess. And then the end. And I thought, that's a kind of a weird way to end it. I guess I thought he was going to go more of actually putting the two films together. So it's okay, I saw his hour and change interesting version of the first film. Now let me see how he interprets the whole Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. And really, he just put that in there just to have the hospital bit, which was a nightmare in his movie and Nightmare in the Edit. So the part of me went, you didn't even need that in this. I don't really get the rationale of ending it that way. I mean, if this was an actual movie, you're ending it with almost a 15 so minute dream sequence. If this was Like if this movie was actually released and the last 15 minutes was just a nightmare sequence, people would be like, fuck you. So the first hour, when it's his edit of the first Rob Zombie film, Halloween film, is interesting. I would say it's interesting. The way it ends, I don't know. I don't get that, but hey, if the guy ever sees it, you feel free to let me know. I still give credit because I've tried to edit stuff. I didn't really do a good job of it. I tried to edit uncut version of Hard Target, which is on my BitChute. I also try to put all 3 Evil Dead films together. It's very hard, and this guy went above and beyond with putting the music in there and having mixed that in with dialogue from the actual movie, editing, so making it tolerable to watch and sit through, mess with the color to make it look more like a Halloween movie. It was very intriguing to watch. A very curious watch, I'll say that. So, yeah, even it's interesting to watch. I wouldn't say I'd still like the movie, because I don't. Did he make it better? Yeah. But good? No, I don't think you can ever make Rob Zombie's Halloween good. Did he make it better? Yes. So, congrats to Cole Edit. Or, I'm not sure his name, but it says Cole Edits. So, either way, thanks for watching. Take care, and we will see you in the next video. Later.